Okay, hear me out. I don't have a lot of reading and writing done, but I still have some interesting things to show you. I have a mini Christmas book haul. I have a series that I finished watching. And of course, I still have a line of the week because I did do a little bit of writing. Let's get into it after the slide. Hello, welcome to weekly update number 32. Let's just hop right into it. I am still currently reading The Bands of Mourning. Of course, I told you I didn't get much reading done, and I did not lie. I am currently on chapter 18, which is 258 pages in. I'm enjoying it. I did not get a lot done, so I don't have much to say. They just arrived in a new area, about to figure some new things out, so I'm intrigued and excited to see what goes on, and I do believe I will finish it this week, because this past week I did not get much done because, as you know, it was Christmas week. Things were busy because of that. And then the day after Christmas, I was dealing with some sickness and I slept most of the day. The next day, I went back to work, but wasn't feeling 100%, so I did not feel like doing a ton whenever I got home. But I still did. That's whenever I wrote. And we'll get into that later. But what am I going to read after The Bands of Mourning? Well, if you've been around for the last couple weeks, you know I will be jumping into Wind and Truth, this chunky book, because I am super excited to see the end of this arc in the Stormlight Archive. I've been a big fan of the Stormlight Archive, and I just need to see how this book goes. And with that said, let's get into my writing. This week I wrote one chapter. It was chapter 19 in my prequel novella. It was 1,010 words, and I'm at a current word count of 16,472, and I am still quite enjoying it. I did not get around to it much this week. It was not a very productive week at all. I do plan for this next week to be much more productive. And let's jump into the line of the week. This one I have here, I think, is a pretty interesting line. It's one of those lines that will definitely be much better once I tweak it in editing. Some of the first few lines are a little clunky-ish, but I am still happy with where it goes, and let's jump into it. Alma found herself walking towards the window. She peered out towards the tree. It was a few hundred paces away, but the branches extended so high she couldn't miss it. The sky was dark, night had set in, and the stones covered the sky, but the yellow leaves of the tree shone brightly, like brushstrokes of color flowing in the wind on the night sky's tapestry. And that's it. A little bit of imagery of the tree for you, and I am pretty happy with that. Like I said, it will be tweaked once I go into editing. It could definitely use a little bit of finessing, but I am still happy with that. And yes, this prequel novella has been a lot of fun to write, and I am getting close to the epic climax, and once that's done, I'll be going into editing my full novel, and I am excited about that as well. So let's keep going. What have I been watching? Well, I watched the 5th episode of Creature Commandos, and it is still a fun ride. There is some interesting developments coming on, and it'll be interesting to see what happens next. It's hard to say, like, very kind of spoilery if I say anything about it, but things have kind of been like turned on their head, and I'm like, huh, wonder what's actually going on now. But I also watched a couple more episodes of Iron Fist Season 2, and it's still pretty interesting to me. I like seeing the backstory with him and Davos and stuff, and I am interested to see where it goes. So far, I'm enjoying it, but it could go downhill because I guess it's an unpopular opinion to enjoy this season, but we'll see. We'll see. Other than that, I finished season 1 of Dawn to Dawn, and I am disappointed in where it ended. I am still fully enjoying the show. Every episode is a blast, and it ended on a cliffhanger. I was hoping for some resolution at the end of the season, but they set up a bunch of things and they're like, nope, you have to come back next season. And that's a little disappointing, but the next season is coming, so I'm excited for that. And I will say, if you don't like cliffhangers, maybe wait until season 2 comes out and then watch it if you're interested. But if you don't mind cliffhangers, it is definitely worth watching. It is a blast of a show. But let's jump into what I've been playing. This week, I played a little bit of Honkai Star Rail because I jumped on to the new banner and got the new character Fugue, which is actually kind of a returning character, but pretty cool. And of course, I had to get the material to level her up and everything, so I had to grind for that, and I enjoyed that. I have fun playing Star Rail and Genshin Impact. I used to play those games literally every day, but I have kind of thrown them on the back burner for reading and writing, and it was nice to play it again some. And other than that, last night I played a little bit more Cyberpunk, and I did another story for Delamain, and he called me up and I had to deal with the mess that was going on in his place. And then I also cleared out the mall for Placide. So I am getting closer to Phantom Liberty, I believe, and I am super excited because I hear it's amazing, and yeah, I'm super excited about that. Next, my last video was my top 5 books of the year that I read. Hit that if you haven't watched it yet. I would greatly appreciate you checking it out. And other than that, my next video will be the new releases of January. I will try to get that out some point during the week. We will see. I'm still, you can probably tell a little bit in my voice, still a little recovering from the sickness, but I am feeling much better. So I almost forgot my mini Christmas book haul. So I got The Silmarillion, illustrated by Tolkien. Has nice sprayed edges and some cool artwork from Tolkien. And then I also got The Hobbit with artwork from Tolkien. Yeah, see, we got something like that. They also come with maps in them, which are really cool. I also was supposed to get The Lord of the Rings. That's what it looks like, but apparently it never got shipped. So I will have it eventually, and I can right my book wrongs of not reading any of these books in the next year, and I'm excited about that. And that's it. That is my week. Hope you enjoyed your holidays. Hope you have an amazing New Year's, and I hope to see you in here again. Like the video if you haven't, subscribe if you want to, and I will see you later.